ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Just Plain Living. I'm John Gray with about a half a head.
Hi, John.
Hi,
Good morning. I'm Peggy Burton.
And I'm Jim Fuller. John looks good with about a half a head.
I know, it works out
I
really
like
well,
that.
doesn't it? Oh, I see we have a scarecrow up there.
Yeah, I found my buddy back here.
Yeah.
She was in the closet. We got her out of the closet and brought her out here.
There she
She's
is.
been around. Look at her. Isn't that's
great.
She
that's
must be,
Halloween right there.
what, close to 20-something years old now?
She's
She's been
about as
around
old as the
about as
show
old.
is.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. She's been with us forever.
She's moved to 2 or 3 locations.
Yeah.
She
is ready for Halloween.
She's ready for Halloween. You ready for Halloween?
I stay ready for Halloween. I have a black cat and a pumpkin.
That's all you need.
You know, some of the most interesting things happened before we actually come on the air, and Peggy's had just said something that I thought was really nice, and you commented on it before we came on the air. 2 things, actually. She said, well, I'm sleepy because I just got home. I hadn't, so it led me to believe she's been out all night. I'm so proud of her that she can still do that. And then she said she'd been to Washington and straightened them out up there. And I just
he said, "How's that working for you?"
Yeah, I said, how did that work out?
Well, she got them. She got the government's back in business. She must have.
Right.
She got the government back open.
Back in business.
Yeah.
No, I went for a band competition that my grandson plays in, and they won all the top
Stuff.
honors across the state of Virginia.
What does he play?
Trumpet.
Trumpet.
He's very good. I'm real proud of him.
And his age now is
15.
15.
That's the Fairfax band, high school band.
I bet he's having fun. 15 years old. Boy, that was a good time.
Was it?
It was.
Wasn't it?
Do you remember it?
Certainly, I remember it.
It was a good time.
16 was better, probably,
yeah.
though, when you can start driving.
I don't know. It gets hazardous.
Yeah. I kind of liked it. The other, where you got nothing to worry about. When you're driving, you got to worry about driving.
True. That's true.
I know.
That's
when you're
true.
not driving,
Then you got to worry about
that.
Is Daddy going to let me use the car this weekend?
Yeah, you got to worry about that.
That's right. That's right.
I was fortunate, though, in that my brother got a little motor scooter that he got off of somebody, and one of those All-State Cruisers that had a floorboard.
Yeah.
And the thing in the front, and it's like you see them riding around in Europe.
Would he let you ride?
Well, when he got his driver's license, I got that.
Oh.
So when
you
he
had
was
a
16
vehicle.
and he could drive, I was 12 and a half, so I got that little motorcycle. And shoot, that was independence.
That was great, I know.
I put my dog on the floorboard, and here we go. Or he'd put his hands over the top of the thing, and off we'd go.
Right.
At my house, we were driving a stick shift truck.
Or a tractor.
Yeah, or a tractor.
But I built me a little cart to put behind there, and I'd put peach baskets and ladders on there and rakes, and I'd go ride around and clean roofs.
Good for you.
Yeah,
You were
that's how I made
always
my.
But that's a big
Working
step,
man.
when you get to your driver's license and you get a car. I mean, that's
Sure it is. It's
independence
huge.
big time there.
And speaking about driving, folks, we have a show today that we're going to have to drive
And move fast, right?
move fast through. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out of here right now. Don't you go away. Watch this short commercial break, and we will be back because this show today is packed to the gills. Don't you miss a bit of it. See you in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please, for the following public service announcement. He's back. The Watkins Man is back, bringing his world-famous Watkins products to 104 East Lauderdale Street in Tullahoma, where Richard and Stephanie Carpenter have opened the area's only Watkins store. Since 1886, Watkins has produced all natural products, starting with the pain liniment and now including soaps, oils, creams, scrubs, royal jelly, beeswax, supplements dedicated to natural health and pain management, cover total external and internal body care. And don't forget the world-famous spices, extracts, teas, and cooking ingredients. With too many products to list, know that all Watkins products are 100% natural, using the highest quality ingredients obtainable. Always remember, with Watkins, when you buy the best, you use less.
From the beginning, the Corley quadruplets were completely identical. They did everything together. They even recorded the same shows on their DVR. Until one day, fortunately, Charter offers 4 DVRs for only $19.99 a month. Now they can record and watch their own shows and live like the free-spirited individuals they've become. Get service on 4 DVRs for $19.99 a month with Charter.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're pleased to have joining us on the set now Lieutenant Ray Higginbotham with the Tullahoma Police Department. Ray, we're glad to have you today, filling in for Chief Blackwell. And Halloween's coming up.
Yes, sir.
That'd be a fun time. That's a fun time for the police department, I bet, isn't it?
It is. It is. It's a good time for everyone.
Yeah.
Real good time.
But I think you've got some things that you'd like to tell our citizens in Tullahoma about how they're supposed to act on Halloween.
I do. We've got several safety tips that we'd like to just emphasize to the public, and mainly for the parents and the children. Mm-hmm. And it's information that we consider that would be helpful to everyone, and hopefully make the event a safer event for everyone.
And everybody wants that, really.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, let's talk about them.
Okay. Well, first of all, we'd like to recommend that everyone be very safety conscious and very safety aware. Mm-hmm. And we would just emphasize that younger children always be accompanied by an adult. Mm-hmm. And whenever parents are planning the events with their children and everything, come up with a plan, have a planned route, mm-hmm. and a decision for a time you're going to leave and a time you're going to be back home. And we encourage all the children to stick with that plan. When the children are trying to stick with that plan, they should also be safety conscious. And one reason that we encourage that plan is then people know where people should be at certain times and know when to expect people back. Mm-hmm. Another helpful hint is costumes. Don't wear costumes that drag the ground, that could hang on objects, and try to get costumes that are mm-hmm. highly reflective, right. have reflective material.
Yeah, because you're going to be walking up and down the street out there, and there's going to be people driving. So.
Absolutely. And, when you are walking around, carry a flashlight. Use those flashlights. Have a watch so you can stick to that intended plan and that intended route. Mm-hmm. And that flashlight is very helpful, too. Use it. If the costume doesn't come with reflective tape on it, add some reflective tape to it. We want visibility, and that's key to a safe event because, heavy traffic and congested areas, mm-hmm. It's potential for accidents. We would also encourage that people use crosswalks. Mm-hmm. Something that a lot of people don't consider is, never walk out from behind a parked vehicle. There's obviously going to be vehicles parked on the curbside or whatnot while people are trick-or-treating and they're dropping them off at houses. Mm-hmm. Use the crosswalks if at all possible, or get out of the vehicle on the side closest to the sidewalk.
Right.
And that way you're out of the flow of traffic. We do plan on having additional officers out that night. In the past, we've had some problems with congested traffic at certain areas, such as the Fairway subdivision entrance and also the Kings Ridge subdivision entrance. Mm-hmm. Mainly just issues with people parking close to the entrance and blocking the flow of traffic. And we're going to try to take care of those problems and have other officers available so everyone can have a safe event.
Okay. And, a lot of the things you're mentioning there, and I don't want to interrupt you, but they're kind of common sense things, but I guess we need to be reminded of them this time.
Well, it is a common sense approach, and that's the approach that we take, but we like to re-emphasize it because sometimes it's those little things that you may forget or not think about that will, cause problems, and that's all we want to do is we just want to re-emphasize it to where everyone is aware, and an increased awareness brings about a safer event.
Okay. Are there restrictions about what times the kids can actually trick or treat, or is that just another one of those common sense things?
No, sir. It's just common sense. I think one thing we've seen in the past is generally the younger children will come out, when there's still a little bit of daylight left with the sun setting. But, it's just a common sense approach that, as the night goes on and the nights get darker and the streets get darker, it can become a little unsafe. And so, mm-hmm. The earlier you get out, the more safer it'll be.
Right, okay. And I guess, I believe you mentioned this, younger children need to have an adult with them probably.
Yes, we would really encourage that adults, travel or go with their children, if they're walking or whatever, and, and help point out safety issues to the children while they go, so they're aware of what's going on. Just be there for the children.
Yeah, okay. You also mentioned that there was a congestion in traffic in some areas of Tullahoma.
Yes, sir.
So I imagine people need to be prudent about where they park and that sort of thing.
If you go into a subdivision and you are going to trick or treat in that subdivision, but you may be there a while, pull on into the subdivision and try to get out of the entrances or the exits to that subdivision, and be courteous to other drivers and be aware that parking near the entrance or the exits of those subdivisions can create major traffic problems.
Yeah, okay, great. All right, and if you have questions about what you should or shouldn't do, you can always, I'm sure, call the police department and somebody will kind of give you some advice about that. Don't call 911, however.
No, sir. No, sir. Of course, if you have an emergency on Halloween night, 911 is always there.
Right.
If you have a non-emergency, you can either call 455-3411,
right,
which will get you directly to a dispatcher at our dispatch center.
Right.
Or if you just have questions or whatever and you'd like to have those answered, feel free to give us a call at the police department. And that number is 455-0530.
Okay. All right. Outstanding. Lieutenant Higginbotham will be dressing up on Halloween, and he will be trick-or-treating in the Tullahoma area. So if you're planning on doing vandalism or something like that, don't do it, because he'll probably catch you. Ray, thank you so much for coming by today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much. Folks, we'll be right back in just a moment with more Living following these announcements.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
What's a Tennessee vacation? It starts off like any road trip, and then, boom, adventure and thrills everywhere you look, which happens to be some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. Music here, history there, and all kinds of green in between. Come relax and unwind, or bring the crowd for some stargazing, or stargazing. Whatever you do, come hungry and expect an awesome soundtrack. It's all right here in Tennessee. We're playing your song. For a free vacation guide, visit tnvacation.com.
The Charter Triple Play lets you experience TV, internet, and phone the way you want with no contracts. Hooked on HD? Now over 100 HD channels available. Movie lover? Get 10,000 on-demand movies and shows. 1,500 in HD, including movies in 3D. Missing your favorite shows? Record and watch TV with DVR service for 4 rooms and over 780 hours of storage space. Get Charter TV for $29.99 a month. Photo Fiend, Music Fan, Video Streamer? Switch to super fast Charter Internet and do it all with the bandwidth to support all your devices. At 30 megabits per second, Charter Internet is 10 times faster than the phone company's DSL. Get Charter Internet for $29.99 a month. Want more talk for less? Charter Phone has unlimited long-distance calling with no added fees like the phone company charges. Get Charter Phone for $29.99 a month. The new Charter Triple Play. TV, internet, and phone for just $29.99 a month each when bundled. Call 855-81-T-PLAY now.
Welcome back. You're going to really be glad you stayed around, because one of my good friends and former students, Elizabeth Bricken Wilson. I always throw in the Bricken because everybody knows the Brickens.
Hopefully in a good way.
And you've been out and about and come home for a little while,
yes,
living in Manchester.
Yes, ma'am.
And I want to make sure that we talk about the event that you're fixing to run in.
Please.
What is it? Tell me.
I am about to run the Malibu Marathon. It'll be November 10th, so 20 days from now.
And what are you doing to prepare for it? Are you running every day?
Almost every day. I run about 5 days a week. I have my long run this week. It's about 20 miles.
And we have a website we want to put up because some of you might want to donate to this. You might explain that real quick.
Sure. I actually decided to run this marathon as a fundraiser for a dear friend of mine. She is an occupational therapist in a small missionary hospital in Niger called Galmi Hospital, and they're starting a prosthetic clinic.
Oh, wow.
So there's a huge need, especially in the developing world, for legs, very simple
and
mobility.
And you're talking about legs.
Legs.
They have lost their legs.
They have lost their legs.
That's the reason it's called Legs for Life.
Legs for Life.
I know you started this website.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's mission driven, isn't it?
Very much so. Yeah. It's a missionary hospital there, and so one of the biggest needs is like if you cannot have any mobility, especially in countries like that, you can't work, you can't provide for your family, so it's giving them the opportunity to truly have a life.
And I can't begin to guess how much prosthetic legs cost.
Oh, that's the shocking part. Not expensive.
You're kidding me.
Not expensive. They have developed in India, they're called J-per legs, I believe that's how it's pronounced, and for as little as $150.
You're kidding.
You can provide someone the ability to walk.
So if anyone wants to donate from $1 to 1,000 or 10,000, whatever, if you go to that website, you can donate to this very worthy cause. And I'm so impressed that you're doing this.
It's fun.
And you've always been a giving person.
Oh, thank you.
And looking for causes. And I'm really proud to think that you would come here and talk to us a little bit about it, because we just don't have any clue how bad it would be without legs.
Oh, I think I've thought about it more running this race than I've done in a long time, because it's the very basic things in life you cannot get around with. If I was trying to get around on a wooden crutch or trying to get around, I mean, and they're in a very desert environment, so people that are trying to move in wheelchairs.
And my guess is wheelchairs cost money for them too, and you possibly there is money in this.
The same thing for about $250 ish. You can provide something they're called velos.
But is 150 one leg?
150
or two?
for one leg.
For one leg. So
and it varies depending on if it's below the knee or above the knee, because obviously.
Now I'm pretty much aware of how much people need this, but what was the biggest reason for the loss of so many limbs?
Anything from disease to accidents.
Or
even things like, if they don't have access to medical care, then you have a bone that was not healed correctly, and so
they cut
a broken bone
off.
or cut their leg off or just never be able to walk properly.
It's tragic.
It is tragic.
It's tragic, and you see from children to old people that need this.
And an area with polio still exists. You have all sorts of issues with that. So some things that are very simple causes, some of them are complex causes, but at the end of the day, it's still you're somehow missing one or two limbs.
One or two limbs, and this goes for arms? Or
this will actually
just legs?
This will just be for legs.
For legs. And when did you decide to do this?
I started the marathon probably, 3 months ago, and at the same time I was praying about what I could do as not only as an incentive,
to make a difference.
Very much so.
And I think a lot of us sit around sometimes thinking, well, what would be the biggest thing I could do today to make a difference in someone's life?
100%.
And most people can actually afford $150. I mean, a good majority of people can afford.
Or even, $5 or $10. And it's the same thing for me. It's like, how do I could use this money for myself, which I do quite often, or it's like, how do you
I could give somebody life,
very much
a reason
so.
to live and a way to make a living for their family.
So.
Is the leg like the Blade Runner? Are they legs like that, or are they
very simple? They're actually made out of like PVC pipe and rubber. They're actually they will make them on site and fit it on site to fit that person.
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
That's something I did not know.
Well, they're not approved. The FDA has not approved them in the U.S. So we have obviously much more expensive prosthetics here. But in the second, third world countries,
it seems to me that we should approve that.
I mean, I'm not going to get into FDA stuff.
I could get into that and talk all day, because to think about, how expensive it is. I mean, how do you go out and do that? It's just amazing to me. And so you've been running how many miles every day?
Almost every day. I run 5 days a week. There's a great group in Manchester I get to run with, and the Mach 10 Club does a great Sunday run.
So how many miles? Do you run several miles?
I probably run,
10, 15?
Some days. Like my longest run this week will be a 20-miler on Thursday.
Oh, wow.
And then
that
is
awesome.
It's fun.
That is awesome. And I'm so proud of you for doing that. And I suppose your mom and daddy are glad to have you home for a while.
It is fun to be back home. I love being back in Tullahoma.
Well, Tullahoma loves you, Elizabeth,
thank
and
you.
you're always welcome in this town. And I know when you go to Malibu to run, you're going to be there close to your brother and his wife, and so
Good to see
that's going to be
them.
nice.
Very nice.
Will your mom and dad go?
No.
No, you're
this time.
just flying out there and going to run your run. Well, any last words? Please write down this website, because this is such a great thing. What a great Christmas gift to yourself to give money to this wonderful event.
It's a great idea.
Elizabeth, welcome home.
Thank you.
We love you, and
Love
we
you
love
too.
what you do. We'll
Thank
be
you,
back
ma'am.
with more of Tullahoma Living.
On the train test range, the search for any possible weakness continues. It's hard to stop a train. Really hard. Train, the most reliable for a reason.
Hello, my name is Joe Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. I'm here to talk to you about a couple incentives that are going on between now and the end of the year. First is your federal tax credit up to $300. Secondly, 0% financing up to 15 months on XL products. Third, fall promotion up to $1,100. Finally, $500 incentives from your local power distributor. Please give us a call at 455-8757. Thank you.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors, and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Cove Lake, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Martin Weekly, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, Rugby in the Big South Fork, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Weather vanes are one of the oldest methods of weather prediction. While there are a multitude of designs, the most sensitive weather vane is this rather unattractive dish shape. It detects rain, sleet, snow, even wind. You know it's working because when the bad weather comes in, your TV signal goes out. Quite ingenious.
Outdated satellite technology is no match for clear, reliable TV from Charter.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're pleased to have joining us now Meryl Meadows with the Tullahoma Recreation Department, who is here to tell us about something really exciting, because she's got some different looking Frisbee things going on over here. So I'm interested to find out what that's about.
Oh, hey, you know, I am excited because I used to play Frisbee golf back in the olden days when
Frisbee
I lived.
golf?
Frisbee golf. It was
Right.
called Frisbee golf back then, back when I lived in the D.C. area and you used an actual Frisbee. Well, Tullahoma, we are getting ready to open a brand new park. We're going to have a grand opening on November the 1st at 1:30 at our new disc golf course, and it's the Sunrise Rotary Disc Golf Course, and with Tullahoma Parks and Recreation. We invite you all to come on out there, get disc golf, give it a toss. We have 4 days of really cool events. On the Wednesday, on the 30th of October, we're going to be doing a kids scramble in the afternoons at 2 o'clock. We're going to have kids play, and then again at 4 o'clock.
Kids scramble, so that works just like a scramble in golf.
Kind of a scramble, but it's really more of a disc golf 101 where you're going to learn how to throw it, because these are not your typical Frisbees.
Right.
These are discs. These are not really Frisbees now. These are golf discs. And if you'll notice, this one is a putter. This one has a rounded edge. It doesn't go as far as a heavier weight. You might want to feel that.
Yeah.
This one, I believe, is the mid-range, so you can see the edge is a little bit different.
And so it, depending on where you are on the course, you choose.
You choose, just like in golf.
Yeah,
and then,
okay.
of course, you have the one that has this pointier ridge, and that one will go a lot further. But you see the weight difference in that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so we have this brand new disc golf course opening up, and this was a partnership that we have with Sunrise Rotary. They contributed some money to it. This is something we've been kicking around for a while. It's right next to the East Middle School in that wooded area back there. We wanted to make best use of that, wisest and best used, and something that's sustainable, because we can't really afford to put people out there to manage that park on a day-to-day basis. So disc golf works perfect, because you can walk and play and Everything's right there for you. We're going to have scorecards out there for you every day. We're going to have some pencils out there so you can keep score. It's a great walking area. I think when you play the full 18 holes, it's about 1.5 miles. So it's good.
Oh, so this is spread out over.
Spread out. Oh, it's not like little putt-putt. No.
Yeah,
spread
cool.
out.
Okay.
I mean, we've got
18 holes.
Yeah, we do. I think our longest one is, oh, my goodness, 400 and some feet. Ooh, that's a long toss. So, you know, it's like I said, it's great exercise to get out there. It's something that you can do as a family. These are not expensive. They're average about $8 a piece. On Wednesday, as I said, we're doing the Disc Golf 101 type thing, showing you how to do that. Thursday on the 31st, we'll be doing disc golf tours. Friday's the grand opening at 1:30, followed by a little bit of a toss-in afterwards. And then on November the 2nd, we have the big disc golf tournament. We have people coming from Kentucky, from West Virginia, everywhere. They're coming all over the place to play this tournament on November the 2nd.
You know, I've heard you guys talk about this for a while now, but I have not seen this course, and I did not realize, boy, I'm really falling down as a news person.
You are.
And did not realize that the course was that big, that it was like, I think you said 1 mile long.
At least 1.5 miles long, because we walked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, unbelievable. So
it's a good
so
track.
Everybody that plays on a regular basis is going to need a set of these discs, right?
We're going to need a set, and if you join we're going to have a beginners tournament on November the 2nd from noon to about 2 o'clock. It's $15, and for $15 you get 2 discs plus a little place disc golf, I guess, to mark your place is what it is. So, I mean, if these are $8 a piece and you're paying $15 to play in a little bitty tournament, like a beginners tournament,
sure,
that's the bargain right there. You got your discs. So there's no reason why you can't come out and use it any time you want. And, you know, you can play this any season. It's not something that's limited just to summer. You can play it and freeze in the winter.
All right. Okay, that's coming up. Opening November 1st.
November 1st is the grand opening, and go to Tullahoma Recreation, to the website on off the government site, Tullahoma Parks and Recreation. Click on that. Come see me at CD Stamps or stop by D.W. Wilson. One last thing I want to say, I got my beeswax holiday ornament class coming up again on November the 16th. It's a Saturday from 1 to 3. It's free. This is a grant-sponsored thing, and what we do is we use beeswax. We pour it into cookie molds, and then you have a neat holiday ornament that you can paint. So we got all sorts of stuff going on, always. You guys know that.
Always. All right. Meryl, thank you so much. We appreciate it, and we'll be right back right after this.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
When you see the sign, The Main Event, take a close look inside at a hair studio that offers services by some of the best master stylists in Middle Tennessee. These stylists offer a list of services that compete with large city salons, from trendy cuts for men, women, and children to the latest color techniques, including highlights and bold color accents. Other services offered include permanent hair weaving and relaxing to formal hairstyle for that special occasion. You can also give yourself a very special treat with a full makeover, including full body waxing. For your convenience, we are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until the last client leaves happy. Call and make your appointment at 931-571-8682 or stop by our Tullahoma location at 207 North Jackson Street. Pamper yourself at The Main Event today.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No two visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
Weather vanes are one of the oldest methods of weather prediction. While there are a multitude of designs, the most sensitive weather vane is this rather unattractive dish shape. It detects rain, sleet, snow, even wind. You know it's working because when the bad weather comes in, your TV signal goes out. Quite ingenious.
Outdated satellite technology is no match for clear, reliable TV from Charter.
All right, folks, welcome back. And, I have a fun thing today that I get to do. About a year ago, a little over a year ago, there was a lovely young lady from Texas showed up here at the studio. Her name was Lauren Presley. And she was trying to find out and make her way to Nashville, involved in the music industry. And, how so many young people in our nation now are trying to make it in the music business. Well, I have Lauren back with me today. And this is Lauren Presley right here. And she is on set with us, and she has made it back toward Nashville. She's living closer to Nashville now. Mm-hmm. And Lauren, tell us, I have found out that you are involved in a Lifetime television show called Chasing Nashville.
Yeah, Chasing Nashville is a new reality show just about young and upcoming artists. But it's me and 3 other girls that are featured on the show. And it's actually a really, really interesting, great show. I mean, I'm not just saying that because I'm on it, but it is it's really just an amazing show just to see all of us grow and mature as artists. It's just really amazing.
And so you're filming that, you have been filming that.
Yeah.
And that show, the opening show is tonight on Lifetime. And what time does that show come on?
9 Central.
9 Central time on Lifetime. You will be able to see this lovely young girl. So this show airs at 6:30, so you folks will be able to turn over to Lifetime and see Lauren on the premiere of Chasing Nashville. Mm-hmm. Are you all getting to play? I would imagine. Are some of the scenes shot with you playing and singing?
Well, I'm still learning guitar, so not really. One of the girls, she plays a little bit of guitar. Helena Hunt. She's 17 and she plays the banjo and the guitar, and she's very talented, and so are the other girls. It's just there's so much talent on the show. I can't even express it.
And how old are you now?
I'm just 13. I'm the youngest one.
You're the youngest one?
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the show, you're doing what? 8? It's an 8 show season.
There's 8 episodes, but there is a 9th one. It's a special little treat. Y'all see. Just watch Lifetime. Y'all see it.
Okay. Now, is there at the end of this show? Is there, like most reality shows, is there a winner?
No.
Or is everybody a winner just by being there?
Yeah, everyone's basically a winner. It's just about our lives, and it really shows a deep inside look of our real personal lives. I mean, every detail. It's really interesting. We're 14 girls,
So are you getting though to experience Nashville and the music scene in Nashville while this is going on? Are you meeting some people, some artists, some writers, some industry people?
I'm working my way there.
Working your way there? Mm-hmm. I know you probably don't have much spare time, but
no.
in your spare time, how do you spend it?
Honestly, I ride my horse a lot. I have horses, quarter horses, and barrel racing has always been a dream of mine. I've done it a little bit, but not much, not professional or anything. I would like to, but my music comes first. And I volunteer at a ranch called Saddle Up Therapeutic Ranch in Franklin, Tennessee. And it's where disabled kids ride horses. And I work with a little girl who has Down syndrome. And
that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. It's really cool. It touches you. I have a connection with some of the people there. It's really amazing.
So, you brought your horses from Texas?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you're not going to leave your buddies at home and come find some new buddies, are you?
No, those are my babies.
Those are your babies?
Uh-huh.
What type of guitar do you play? What type of guitar do you have?
Acoustic.
You play acoustically, okay. any other instruments that you care to maybe venture toward as your career moves along?
Not really. I mean, I've just started guitar. Like, I can only play like a few chords and play around with a little bit, but I want to become like an expert, you know, so I can just jam out.
Sure you do.
Yeah.
Sure you do. So let's get back to the show, Chasing Nashville. You and the girls. So if this is not really a competition, so you get to draw off of each other and learn from one another in a more of a friendly environment than if it were a competition that one person's going to win.
Yeah, we do. We all get along fairly well, most of us. You'll see later on.
They didn't throw a mean girl in there?
Well, every story has a bad side to it. Every
story has a bad side to it. You're exactly right. So how did the people from Lifetime run across you?
I have a Facebook thing, Facebook page, band musician type page, and it's called Lauren Marie Presley, and they messaged me on there because they saw my videos on YouTube and wanted to speak to my parent or guardian, and so, yeah.
And it happened from Facebook.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
It is. I mean, it's crazy. Like a year ago, I was singing in my room with a brush, you know, in the mirror, just acting like, you know, I was a pop star or something, and now it's actually really happening, and filming and just being so busy and having barely any spare time. It's just insane.
What's the filming part like? Is that fun, or is it just arduous?
It takes a while getting used to the cameras following you around and stuff, but it's pretty fun, you know. People are like, oh, what are they doing, you know?
Are the crew, the people that work in the crew, the film guys and the guys hauling wire around, is everybody pretty nice?
They are, yeah.
Well,
nice.
So they're very professional and very nice, and that's good. What about, do they feed you?
Well, we have breaks and stuff.
You always hear about the movies and how the food is always good.
We gotta eat. We gotta have energy.
But I mean, it's pretty good stuff, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite thing on set food that you've had so far?
You know, I just don't know.
They have good pizza.
We just go to like random places wherever we're at. Just be like, hey, there's a blah 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 down the street. Let's all go get some food. We're like, okay, sure. So we'll just run down there, or somebody will go make a food run. And
so you're finished with filming now, or
yeah.
I know the first show's running, so they finished everything before the first show runs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So now your life is a little bit more back to normal, or less back to normal?
Well, you know, I have a lot of interviews coming up and that type of stuff, just about the show, Chasing Nashville, and everything. But it's fun, you know. I like cameras and stuff now. I've gotten spoiled.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've always said that success is varies by where you are on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And so now your normal has changed.
Yeah.
Your normal will never be the same as it was a year ago.
No.
So how are you? Are you accepting that? Okay.
Yeah, I am. Like, it is a big change and a big difference, because I left my hometown for this, and I left my dog, my brother, my dad, my grandma.
Your boyfriend?
No, not exactly.
I knew I'd get that in there sooner or later.
But I've just given up a lot for this, but honestly, it's all worth it. Like, this is what I want to do, and I'm from a little bitty small town, Redwater, Texas. I bet nobody's ever heard of it, but it's right outside of Texarkana. But I'm just not going to get noticed there, and just Tennessee in this area is just
it's fertile ground for people who want to be in the music and film and television
industry. It's a lot
industry.
better to be.
Yeah.
And so I'm just doing whatever it takes to get my career going.
Well, Lauren Presley, thank you so much for coming back and visiting with us. You're going to keep us informed, aren't you? I know your mom's here, and so she's real good about keeping me informed with what's going on. Mm-hmm. But know that you're welcome back anytime. Don't get too big now. You know,
I won't. Don't worry.
Let us know what's going on in your life. And folks, isn't it special to have someone like this who came and visited us, trying to find a way toward Nashville, and now she's there, has 13, and she's on a television show that airs tonight. That's the 22nd, and it'll be on every Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday night at 9
on
Central.
Lifetime at 9 o'clock Central. And look at that face. Look at that. Look right over there, sweetie. Look at him right there. Look at that beautiful face. You will see that the next time you see that face, it'll be on Lifetime television. Congratulations, young lady.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming and being with us.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Folks, we'll be right back after these messages.
Have you heard that little voice that beckons you to come home to Tennessee? Well, here's your chance. Here's a property offered by its owner. It's 20 miles from the National Walking Horse Celebration grounds in Shelbyville, Tennessee, and only 10 minutes away from the Jack Daniel Distillery in Lynchburg. It's located at 769 Shipman Creek Road. This property has over a 5,300 square foot home on 45 acres, and a sprawling 200 acres is also available. Let's take a look at the house. Built in 1998, this home has 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. This home offers wide open views, featuring the main floor with over 2,700 square feet of living room, an eat-in kitchen, a formal dining area, and a massive 20 by 19 master bedroom with a master bath and fireplace included. There is craftsmanship at every turn, solid cherry cabinets, built-in cherry shelves, and other solid cherry appointments. It's a 2-story home with 3 nicely sized bedrooms upstairs. Down a spiral staircase, the basement hosts a 40 by 40 den with a handcrafted bar. We're leaving the jukebox here, folks. The basement is a recreation room on steroids. There are too many closets to count and more than you'll ever need. There are so many places in this home to find peace that you'll seldom want to leave it. But when you do, you'll discover up to 200 acres of paved roads with city water. The property is quilted with streams, woods, ponds, and open pasture. The view from the porch alone is enough to say you're home. The property includes a 3-bay heavy construction shop and plenty of room to build stables and graze livestock. If Tennessee's been calling you home, start your journey by calling this number. A property like this comes on the market but once in a lifetime. We think you'll love it. We think you'll stay. This is a very real estate.
Charter Internet has the bandwidth to support more devices than anyone else in the market. So everyone can do their own thing, whether it's watching puppy videos or creating an all-powerful command center to mastermind the complete domination of the world, the universe, and... ooh, ice cream!
Get 30 megabits per second for only $30 and let it all in.
Welcome back. I know you're going to be glad you hung around for this segment. We have the beautiful Elena Nicholson and her guitar player, Kevin Ray. Kevin, good to have you. Elena, I'm so excited about you being in Shelbyville this weekend, correct?
Yes.
Saturday night at Calsonic Arena. Tickets on sale at the door, so all you have to do is show up a little bit early. And you'll be singing about what time? Does it matter? I know there's 4 acts. Do you know what all they are?
Yes, the show starts at 7, and it opens with Bryn Black. She's a rising star in Nashville.
Good.
And then Shelby Lowe, and then me.
And then you, number 3.
And then Cowboy Troy, who's part of the Music Mafia and used to tour with Big and Rich. And
so
we're going to have some special guest appearances, too, so we're really excited.
It sounds like a great event. How long will your segment be? About an hour?
About
maybe?
an hour.
About an hour.
Each act is going to be about an hour.
And I understand there's more going on than just singing. What else going on? Do you know, like there are vendors selling
yeah, there's
food?
going to be lots of vendors and food and beer and
just anything you can think of. So don't come prepared with your own food.
Yeah,
buy something there.
And no sneaking any in.
I think the important thing is that not only will you see a great show, but this is to raise funds for the Cancer Foundation.
Bedford County Cancer Foundation.
And when did they solicit you to do this? Yesterday?
No, I chose to.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great gift that you're giving, and I know everybody's excited about. Well, number one, just to be a part of an organization that's going to support such a wonderful cause. So, where do you come from?
Seattle, Washington.
Long way from home.
Yes.
You love it here?
Yes.
Well, we love it that
Very
you're here,
much.
Elena.
Thank you.
And I understand you have a farm close
Yes.
by, and you've just really dug into the community.
Yes.
And you sing every week, all night, all day.
As much as
every
I
chance
can.
you get.
Yes, as much as I can.
We're excited that you have a number to sing for us today, and Kevin is going to accompany you.
Yep.
Are you awake? We ready
I'm awake.
to go?
Yes.
I'm awake. I'm good to go. They just woke me up.
And Kevin
Good.
has quite a big history in the music business also. You should tell a little bit.
He's a writer, right?
Yeah, I'm a writer and writer, guitar player, and played for big people. Taylor Swift. I was in Hot Apple Pie, which was signed to MCA.
Good.
Yeah, done quite a few things.
That's
Can't keep a
wonderful.
job with anybody.
Can't keep a job.
Except for me, I'll keep him around for a while.
keep him
Right.
Pretty good.
Well, what are you going to sing today?
Fool Me Twice.
Fool Me Twice.
It's a song that's going to be on my album coming out in December.
Oh,
So
December.
Yeah.
Is this your first album?
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, thanks.
And what's the name of the album?
Well, it's going to be I Can Love Anyone.
I Can Love Anyone.
Yeah.
And the song that you're doing
Yeah.
is Fool Me Twice.
Yes.
All right, take it away.
Okay. Boy, won't you leave me to mend my pain? I'd rather be speechless, alone in my shame. I thought I could take it, I held on way too long. Woke up with a stranger, realized that I was wrong. What was I thinking? Should have known it wasn't true. That slap in the face you gave me, just a sad excuse for the truth. You took me for granted and all my trust, and now you're gone again. Fool me twice, goodbye to us. The downfall of every good girl is free falling for a man. That man that simply would not take me by the hand. Fool me twice, it's shame on me, no, shame on you. By the time we get to shameless, I'm reminded we'll be through. Oh, what was I thinking? Should have known it wasn't true. That slap in the face you gave me, just a sad excuse for the truth. You took me for granted and all my trust, and now you're gone again. Fool me twice, goodbye to us. Everything about him now, it seems so wrong. I went to bed a good girl and I woke up strong. What was I thinking? Should have known it wasn't true. When you said, baby, I will always love you. You took me for granted and all my trust. Fool me twice, I guess it's goodbye to us. Fool me twice, goodbye to us.
Right.
That song is actually about women who have been abused, and so
And there's a
the song
lot more
actually
out
holds
there
a
than
lot of
we
meaning
realize.
to me because I went through some bad stuff.
Did you go
in the
through some
past,
bad
yeah.
stuff? So did you write that, or
No,
someone
a good friend of mine,
someone
Elise
helped you
Thornton,
write it?
wrote
Yeah.
that, and it's
It was
yeah.
a beautiful song, and
Thank
obviously
you.
it comes from your heart, and what a lot of strength in that voice of yours.
It's hard to sing without a microphone.
And I know, right, you're used to holding something.
Yes.
Here. And I realize, Kevin, how wonderful you are. You are also a part of her band, is that correct?
Yeah. I'm
And what
band
all do you
leader.
have in the
He's
band?
stuck. I kidnapped him.
So,
he never
you know,
gets to get
it's not
away.
an acoustic
all
show.
good.
It's you may do some acoustic stuff on your part.
Right.
But basically, what else in your band? Tell us about it.
Bass, guitar, drums,
leads, and
keyboard. Yeah, just whatever we need.
Whatever you need.
Yeah.
It's all there. And you're playing Saturday night at the Calisonic Arena. And they're the third act, which means probably around 9 o'clock, I'm guessing.
8:30 or 9.
8:30 or 9. But you want to see everything. And there's food you can eat and drink and whatever you want to do. But sit down when it's Elena's part.
Yes.
Have your stuff with you ready to sit down. I'm excited about
I'm
this.
excited too, and I hope we bring a lot in for
I hope
the
you bring a lot of
Cancer
money
Foundation.
in for the Cancer Association, because there's never enough money.
Yeah.
My husband died of cancer, and I'm very well aware. We were fortunate, we were okay, but some people aren't.
I know how
And
it is. I've lost 3 members.
It's
to
really, really tough.
cancer.
And Kevin, what a talent you are.
Well, thank you.
I think there's a lot of stuff going on inside your head right now. You're probably writing a song right about this.
I just wrote 3.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Elena, any last words that you want to say for the audience here
Come
before
on
we go?
out.
Get your
Doors
ticket.
open at 5:30.
Oh, I meant to say that.
Yeah, doors open at 5:30 so you can get full and have a beer before the show starts.
And if you want to call, just look up Calisonic Arena, and if you want to make a reservation. But I feel like there'll be room. But certainly, I'd want to be close to the front.
Yes.
In the middle. It's a huge place. It's 5,000 seats. So, Elena, thank you so much. Good luck with this wonderful.
Thank you. Nice to
Kevin.
meet you.
Great to have you guys. We'll be back with more exciting information. Maybe I'll comb my hair.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com, featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Welcome to the Rose Bowl. The team's taking the field. Not many people. Oh, my. He missed. Off to a rough start here. Somebody wants to go home. What's he doing?
If you're not watching college football in HD, you're watching Pee Wee TV. Graduate to Charter TV in HD and let it all in.
All right, we're back in this show's full today, and I'm here with 2 exciting guests right here. It's time for the Sportsman and Businessman's Extravaganza.
Again.
And here's lovely Carla, and she's going to tell us all about it. And
I brought Bill with me today.
Bill's with you
Bill
today?
Nichols today. Carter bailed on us.
Carter bailed on us.
Throw that right out there.
It's an upgrade, Carter.
November 2nd this year. That's when
Right
our
around the
event
corner.
is. It
Right
sure
around the
is.
corner.
We are excited. This is 30 years for us.
30 years.
30 years of giving money away. Isn't that an awesome thing to be doing?
That's a wonderful thing to be doing. What do you need at this point?
We need silent and live auction items. That's what we really need right now.
Okay.
And if anyone is interested in jumping in that $5,000 reverse raffle, we can always use that. Of course, that's where we really make the most of our money is on that reverse raffle. They started that the very first year, and we give away $5,000, and it's a lot of fun, that reverse raffle
Well, it
part.
always is. I'll guarantee you that.
Yeah, if you're one of the last 5 in there, you're
that's a good ticket to have.
it's an exciting time.
That's your ticket to ride, as
That's
the song
exactly. Bill
would say.
usually kind of oversees that reverse
We do the
raffle
drawing,
part.
yeah. But it's you get $5,000, but I'm not to say somebody's not going to try to tweak some of it back out of your hand before you leave that night. So it gets pretty fun down to the last 2 or 3 people.
Oh, I'm sure.
It gets pretty rowdy.
I'm sure, and then whoever wins it, I'm sure y'all have y'all have someone that goes immediately to them.
Yeah, exactly right.
You know what?
If not 2 or 3 that go immediately
we
to
have
them.
phone numbers pretty quick if they're not in town.
You sure you don't want to give part of this back?
Exactly. And you know what? The great thing is we usually don't have to tweak very hard because it's such an evening of giving. People just open their hearts and their wallets, and they have trusted us for 30 years to do with this money what they know we're going to do best, and that is help people in this community when they're in need.
Right.
Burnout victims, cancer victims. You know, we arrange transportation for cancer victims who can't get to their chemo. We give clothes and you name it. And that's the great thing about this organization is that our parameters are so broad that somebody can come to us within, with a genuine need, and we make sure that it's genuine.
Right.
In 30 years, we've kind of learned the game.
Yep.
And but within 24 hours, we can be helping somebody. And when somebody has had a house burn, that's very important.
Very, very important. Clothing is important. Coats and shoes and hats and gloves and that kind of stuff. We're fortunate to live in a moderate climate, but still those things are needed. One thing that I appreciate about what you do, and I'm one to always kind of tell people when you're going to give money, give it to something or an organization that spends that money locally. A lot of times you'll donate money to a national this or that or the other, and that money never comes back to help you in your local area.
Right.
So give your money to some place that
exactly
these people are going to spend that money right here.
Right.
And help people right here.
And it does.
And
our overhead is very low because of that.
Right, right.
It's a checking account.
You're not giving
people.
70-80% administrative expense to some national guys getting paid, $6 million a year to administer something.
Yeah, and the great thing about this organization is that we have supporters and volunteers from all over the world. Every year we come to you and say, hey, we've got a South African trip, safari that they've donated for us to auction. We've got it again this year.
That's stuff like that's what the auction items are.
Exactly. Right? Small things. We have things that you can get for $5-10 if you're Johnny on the quick. If you're quick on the silent auction.
It always tickles me when we go to something like that. Right toward the end, my wife will get up and say, "Well, I'm going to go see what I won."
Yeah.
That's right. You won.
My daddy does the same thing.
You get your checkbook to go see how much you have to pay to win.
That's okay. Hey, it's all perspective.
And I want to visit one thing that we talked about, though. The people that ask for help or that we choose to help are people we know, and they're not. They're working people just on a hard time between one week and the next. This isn't money that's just going down the black hole. It comes right back to us in the way of people getting back on their feet and come back and contribute to us. So there's a
lot more to this story to tell, and I think you're going to come back and visit with us next week.
Awesome.
So they're looking for silent auction items and live auction items and all that kind of stuff. But right now, we'll be right back with more of this show. Are you a shoeanista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bren's Shoe Boutique, located at the Village on Jackson, 1940 North Jackson Street, Suite 120 in Tullahoma. From funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bren's. A shoeanista herself, owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Rocket Dog, Jessica Simpson, Mia, Nine West, J. Renee, Bandolino, and more. Want that accessory splash that none of your friends have? Bren's offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for at a price you can afford at Bren's Shoe Boutique, now open in Tullahoma.
Hi, this is Peter, and I work for the American Red Cross. During events like this, people are always asking how they can help. For just an hour of your time and a little stick in the arm, you too can help save a life. There's always a constant need for blood. Make an appointment with the American Red Cross and donate some blood. Call 1-800-RED-CROSS or go online to redcrossblood.org. Thank you.
The Charter Triple Play lets you experience TV, internet, and phone the way you want with no contracts. Hooked on HD? Now over 100 HD channels available. Movie lover? Get 10,000 on-demand movies and shows. 1,500 in HD, including movies in 3D. Missing your favorite shows? Record and watch TV with DVR service for 4 rooms and over 780 hours of storage space. Get Charter TV for $29.99 a month. Photo Fiend, Music Fan, Video Streamer? Switch to super fast Charter Internet and do it all with the bandwidth to support all your devices. At 30 megabits per second, Charter Internet is 10 times faster than the phone company's DSL. Get Charter Internet for $29.99 a month. Want more talk for less? Charter Phone has unlimited long-distance calling with no added fees like the phone company charges. Get Charter Phone for $29.99 a month. The new Charter Triple Play. TV, Internet, and phone for just $29.99 a month each when bundled. Call 855-81-T-PLAY now.
Welcome back. I'm on the set today with Scott Rydell, representing the Hands On Science Center and a huge event that's coming off Saturday night, correct?
Yes, the Science of Wine and Brew.
The Science of Wine and Brew. Does that mean you can go in there and learn how to do all that?
You kind of can. It's our second annual fundraiser, and it's going to be on Saturday from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night.
And I imagine the tickets are going to go really fast because you can only buy so many because the Hands On Science Center is not huge.
Right. We only got 200 tickets to sell. And
where can they get a ticket? Right there at the center?
They can get them right down at the center. We'd rather you order them between now and then.
Sure.
We may have a few left that night, but I encourage everybody to get it before then.
And because you got to order food and you got to know how much food. What else is going on besides
we've got
a nice event?
We've got several interactive presentations and exhibits. We've got gourmet and casual food offerings. We are also going to be sampling domestic and imported wines, as well as Old Shed's going to be there sampling some of their beer, microbrew beers. And like I tell people, it is a night of sampling and tasting, not drinking and guzzling.
Okay.
But
what time does it start?
It starts at 7.
And goes about 3 hours?
Yeah, until 10 o'clock. So it'll be a fast night. You'll be able to walk in. We'll have 4 different presentations going on throughout the evening. So if you want to
you wander around.
Yeah,
it's not just stand and sit in one place.
Right. Plus, we want people to see what the Hands On Science Center is all about. We want them to play with the exhibits. We want them to interact. We want them to know why we feel like this is a good place for their kids.
Do we need to put up a phone number?
Maybe that'd be great. It'd be our phone number is 455-8387.
8387. Hopefully they'll put that up for everybody to see, and you can call and make your reservation and probably give a credit card over the phone.
Yes, they can. We can take reservation and credit card.
Or go by the center and pick it up.
Yeah, anytime between now, we're open at 10 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. You can go in right there and buy your tickets, or you can call and make a reservation. I'm encouraging as many people to come in because it's going to be a fun evening. Like I said, you'll be able to wander around and eat good.
I was impressed with the price. If you live out of town, it's $931 if you're watching this show, and the tickets are $30 if you're a member.
Yes, $30 if you're a member.
It might be good to throw in that if you do have a membership to the Hands On Science Center, you can go to lots of places in the United States with that membership. Is that correct?
That is correct. We're part of the Passport program. I think it's over 300 other museums nationwide.
It's just a wonderful deal. So it would cost you $30 if you're a member, and if you're not, it's $35. And it's still a good deal, and it's a great cause. I know you have a huge silent auction. You want to just run off a couple of things that you're... The gravel kind of grabbed me.
Yeah, the gravel is probably going to be one of the things I've been onto.
A load of gravel, is that
correct? We've got a truckload full of gravel. I think it's a $400 value. We've got a Jack Daniel's whiskey barrel lid signed by a master distiller. I've got a solar panel. We have necklaces and jewelry and candles.
So you can do Christmas shopping by going and bidding.
Oh, American Girl doll. I said we've got a silver dollar. We've got a little bit of everything.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I think it'll be something there for everybody.
Oh, I'm sure there will be. And so mainly people are wandering around during the whole entire event,
right?
Putting in your bid, and then at some point in time, of course,
by 9 o'clock, I'll be closing the bids, and I'll be tallying them up.
And you'll be tallying them up, and people will be getting their great, wondrous prizes to go home with.
Yes.
And so bring some money, bring your checkbook, bring your credit card. Bring your daddy if he's got money.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Yeah. And this is the third fundraiser. Is that correct? Or just,
this is our second annual
just the second.
Yeah, this is our second annual.
And how did it do last year? Was it a
for
great
the first
success?
year, it was a very good success. I mean, it was the very first year they did it, and you can definitely tell it's picking up momentum and steam.
I also think you all are selling turkeys and hams.
Yes, that's going to be our Thanksgiving and Christmas fundraiser
and
effort.
when do you need to order those?
As soon as the Science of Wine's over with, by the second week of November, we'll start taking orders.
You'll be taking orders for turkeys and hams. And are they a certain size, or are there different sizes you can order?
They're different sizes.
Yeah, do you have a price on any of those? I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I didn't bring them with me this morning because, like I said, I'm really the fundraiser's my big one this morning.
Just go in and order one.
Oh yeah, but we'll have it quickly. Very soon after the Science of Wine, we'll have it up on our Facebook page and website.
All right, please don't forget this event is this weekend, and it benefits the Hands-On Science Center. And
yes, all the money goes right back into the center to keep electricity on,
and frankly,
the doors
if you've
open.
never been in the center, what a great opportunity to see what all's there.
Oh yeah, now like I said, everybody tells me when they bring their children in, their kids have a blast. They have trouble getting them out of there, and they catch themselves playing half the time too.
And they love it.
Oh yes, oh yes.
It's a wonderful. I'm so happy that we live in a town that offers some of the things that it offers, and the Hands-On Science Center is the top of the list. It's a wonderful organization, and thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Scott, we got to go.
Thank you.
It's Saturday, don't forget. We'll be back with more of Living.
With over 30 years experience servicing the Tullahoma area, Mike's Tire, Brake, and Muffler has become a household name in Middle Tennessee. As a family-owned business, Mike and his wife Lisa, along with their sons Jamie, Justin, and Jody, have assembled a crew that delivers quality service to go with quality products. As the only authorized Michelin and Goodyear dealer in Tullahoma, they have become the tire store of choice, being named the Tire and Brake Store of the Year multiple times. They also rent Penske trucks and are an Interstate battery dealer. So if you need tires, brakes, mufflers, a battery, or maybe rent a truck, go to the place you can trust. Call Mike's Tire, Brake, and Muffler at 931-455-5150, located at 732 North Jackson in Tullahoma, Tennessee.
What is Rotary? We're a network of people like you. In fact, we're the original social network. More than 1 million of us live just about everywhere you can think of. And we mean everywhere. We get together to exchange ideas, grow our businesses, and make new friends. We volunteer to help our own communities or someone else's. We're right around the corner. Come join us. The name is Rotary. Rotary International. You're welcome.
This facility was built literally on the international date line to bring Charter customers tomorrow's technology first. Like Charter Internet, which was just made faster again. With speeds up to 100 megs, you can download a movie in 2 minutes. The #1 internet service provider in the nation. Click.
Fogelman, good luck with the presentation tomorrow.
Already nailed it.
Get Charter Internet Express for only $19.99 a month.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are pleased to have joining us now Joyce Prusak with the Children's Advocacy Center of Coffee County, and I think you're the executive director of that organization. But she's here today to talk to us about a fundraising event they've got coming up.
Actually, no, we're not asking for money for once.
We're not? Okay, we're just doing this deal.
We are just doing this deal. We have been doing this deal for the past 6 years since I started with the Advocacy Center. We host an annual Halloween event, and we started the first year with less than 100 children. And last year had over 2,500 children participate. So it's kind of just an outreach event and an awareness event that people know about the Advocacy Center, but just that the kids have someplace safe to go on Halloween and trick or treat.
And that's it. And you got a great name for it too. Tell us.
It's always been called Safe on the Square because it's happened around the square in Manchester, and all the businesses have participated and been wonderful in terms of providing candy and supporting this event. But this year we decided that if we called it Safe on the Square and had it actually on the square in Manchester, we would get mocked a little bit because it's not exactly safe right now.
Right.
For those who haven't been to the square, there's a lot of construction, so we've had to move the location this year.
And the construction, we might add, is a real positive thing for Manchester because they're really doing some great renovations to the square area.
Yeah, and we're really looking forward to it next year when we can bring it back to the square. There's supposed to be wider sidewalks, the greenway is going to be extended, and it will be a great place for children and families to gather. But this year, because of all that construction and all of the holes and cones and piles of rock and stuff, we are actually moving it to the greenway. So between Rotary Park and Fred Dedman Park by the Manchester Recreation Center, we are going to have businesses set up there giving out treats for kids. And right now we have actually over 50 businesses have signed up to participate. So we're really pleased that many are coming out and helping make this a successful event for kids, even though we've had to switch it up a little bit.
I am just always amazed at the turnout you get for this. I mean, what did you say? There were 2,500 kids out there?
2,500 kids.
It seemed like the first time we covered it for Channel 6, there was like 1,000, which seemed like a lot. But this is just a huge event.
Yeah.
And I know over the years that now we run into, when we're filming, we'll run into Channel 4, Channel 5. It's a really big event and a really unique event for this area.
It is, and I think Murfreesboro did a similar thing where they did something on the square there, but I don't think they even have as many kids come out as we do. And it's really a fantastic way for businesses to get their name out there because, those kids are not coming alone. They're coming with parents and grandparents, aunts and uncles. So, when you're out there and you're part of the community and you're making your name known, you're doing it really to entire families and not just for the kids.
And they can go trick-or-treating at these businesses. Is that how that works?
That's how it usually works. That usually on the square all the businesses open up. But this year we're asking everybody to come down to the square. There are going to be tables set up along the greenway representing the different businesses, different nonprofit organizations. There will be different activities for kids and games and that sort of thing. And it's always held on Halloween, unless Halloween falls on a weekend, which thankfully this year it's not. It's a Thursday. Actually next Thursday, and it's from 2:30 to 5.
Okay.
So, as soon as the little ones get out of school, we ask people to bring them down to the greenway and participate. We're expecting it may not be as successful this year because of some of the changes we've had to make, but we're hoping, next year we can even make it bigger and better when we have a fresh new square that's renovated. So.
Okay, so if you'd like to participate in that, like to have your children participate in that, then it's, you said 2 to 5, right?
2:30 to 5.
2:30 to 5.
Yep,
Okay.
and if a business is interested in setting up, they can call us and we'll make sure that their name gets on the list. Like I said,
so you can still...
we can still add businesses too.
Yeah, okay.
So that's what really makes this event a success is, the businesses out there.
We've got about a minute left, and I don't want you to go without telling us about what you guys at Children's Advocacy are doing.
We serve children in Coffee County who are victims of severe abuse. So mostly children that are victims of severe either physical abuse or sexual abuse or have been exposed to certain drugs like methamphetamines. We kind of are involved in the investigation throughout the process, provide medical exams, therapy, whatever children and families need free of charge.
Okay, all right. It's a great organization, and it's really neat that you guys are putting this on for the kids.
Yeah, we look forward to it.
It gets bigger every year.
It is. It's exciting for us, too.
Okay, that's in Manchester, folks. Next Thursday, Halloween. All right. We'll be right back in just a moment, right after this.
Welcome to Merle Norman, located inside Northgate Mall in Tullahoma. Since 1931, Merle Norman Cosmetics have been researched, developed, manufactured, and packaged in the USA, using the highest quality ingredients and unmatched customer service to help women look and feel better about themselves.
Hi there, I'm Christy Almacher, owner of Merle Norman. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about Merle Norman products. We have a large line of skincare and cosmetics for all skin types. Merle Norman's motto is try before you buy, so we'd love for you to come in, talk to us about your concerns, try the products, and we want you to feel good when you leave here, so we hope to see you soon.
Want to feel good in your skin? Visit Merle Norman in Northgate Mall, Tullahoma.
Partners for Healing provides medical care to the working uninsured of Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. We are in Tullahoma from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, and in Manchester on Fridays from 8 to 12. We provide primary medical care and offer an in-house disease management program.
My name is Rosie Mitchell, and I would just like to say I am blessed to have partners in my life.
Please call 455-5014 for more information. Thank you for being one of our partners for healing.
A salute to the never wasters, the coupon clippers, switch flippers, one last drop of milk drippers, the thoughtfully thrifty, and the just plain cheap. Charter respects your economic IQ and honors it with a phone service worthy of your ever-watchful wallet. Charter Phone, just $19.99 a month. For real monthly savings for fabulously frugal folks like you. Switch to Charter Phone and get unlimited local and long distance and 13 calling features with no extra fees like the phone company charges you.
All right, folks, we're back, and we're still in that fundraising mode here. We have Emma with Tullahoma Daycare is with us here, and you're the new director.
I am.
And since Louis Baldwin left, you have taken that position. Mm-hmm. And how are things going over there? Still good?
Actually going great. We have 30 children enrolled, so that's good.
And it's always about the money, though, isn't it? We have to raise money,
We need money.
How you want to do that?
Well, we're here today to talk about a seafood supper fundraiser that we're having on Sunday.
That's this Sunday?
Mm-hmm. October 27th at Trinity Lutheran Church.
Okay.
It's where they will serve the food. The tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children.
Okay. And that, just what all does that involve? Is that shrimp and fish and...
Well, we have an assortment of seafood and shrimp, potatoes, baked beans, coleslaw, drinks, and dessert.
And dessert.
You can eat there at the church, or you can carry it out.
Carry it out.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any music there? You going to be singing?
Not that I know of.
I haven't approached her on that yet.
Patty, Miss Patty, are you going to be singing, Patty?
No, you know I don't sing. I might set the mics in place, but not sing.
Set the mics in place. Well, this sounds like a good deal. I don't remember anybody having a seafood dinner.
No.
We have a large group of men
idea.
in this community that are avid fishermen who have gone to Florida and caught a great amount of Gulf fresh seafood. And before they left, they said, we would like to help Tullahoma Daycare, and this is what we're going to do. So we have been in the preparation for this of trying to sell tickets. And
that's great.
And tickets can be purchased in advance at Tullahoma Daycare, at A+ Moving and Storage, First Vision Bank, Southern Community Bank, McMurr's, Trinity Lutheran Church, and Satisfaction Window and Doors, who's the supporters and sponsors of the event.
That's wonderful.
They can be gotten in advance. It's from 11 to 2. You can do walk-ins, and we're also going to do carry-outs for people.
Okay.
I know it's a busy weekend with everything everybody's talking about. It's
but
also,
this is on Sunday, though,
This
right?
is on Sunday, so that's what we want to remind.
They're all finished with their stuff by
right. Some people have said, well, that's a bad weekend. It's Jack Daniels. I said, when the sun comes down Saturday night, Jack Daniels is over. So when you get up Sunday morning and you don't know what to do with that out-of-town company, we have seafood for you at Trinity Lutheran Church.
There you go. That's a great deal. That's a great deal. And the tickets, again, are $10 for adults and $5 for children. Kids under 6 and under are $5. So, and kids, it's amazing how much kids like shrimp.
They do.
Kids love shrimp. A lot of times it's hard to find something that, when you go to one of these things, that kids really care about. But kids love shrimp.
Well, the seafood that they are having, there's a very large assortment. Of course, they've been on deep sea fishing boats, and I don't know the details about it, but I can't even name you some of the names. That I told my grandkids, I said, here, have some chicken, and they didn't know the difference. So
okay,
I think we're good to go.
That's for Trinity, and that's at Trinity Lutheran Church, Tullahoma Daycare. That's this Sunday starting at 11 o'clock?
At 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock until?
Serving through 2 p.m.
2 p.m., 10 and 5.
They can call the daycare at 455-4197 or call my office at 461-0017.
You got it. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you.
We'll be right back in a minute, folks.
Imagine a world with more birthdays. We're already working on that. We help people take steps to prevent cancer. The best present they'll ever get. We're the American Cancer Society. Help create a world with more birthdays at morebirthdays.com.
Charter Internet has the bandwidth to support more devices than anyone else in the market. So everyone can do their own thing, whether it's watching puppy videos or creating an all-powerful command center to mastermind the complete domination of the world, the universe, and... ooh, ice cream!
Get 30 megabits per second for only $30 and let it all in.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're pleased to have joining us now Jessica Fogarty, who, among other things, is on the Tullahoma School Board, but she's not here about that. She's here to talk about a fundraiser coming up this weekend.
That's right, the Great Pumpkin Run 5K at Robert E. Lee. And I know probably a lot of people have already heard about this race, but I'm coming to tell you all the wonderful things that are going to be a part of it. And that is, first of all, once you go get the registration form, you can get that at the school, or it's on the school's website, so whichever works best for you. So get your registration form and sign up, and then when day of the race, you get a wonderful t-shirt. I brought in some of the past t-shirts, and so you get a t-shirt. You get to exhaust yourself for 3 miles.
Yes.
Which is wonderful, so get all nice and sweaty and burn some calories. And then if you're lucky and you run really, really fast, you can win a medal. And these are by far the most wonderful medals. The Folk family is who we have to thank for this. But these medals, trust me, they are just a prize in and of themselves. And so if you're lucky, you can win a medal. And like I said, I think that's basically one of the coolest medals I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that for your $20 entry fee. And then the kids also can have a wonderful time. They'll have an armband. They can do the bouncy houses, activities, food, everything galore. So it's a wonderful, wonderful time.
If I recall correctly, too, anybody can participate in this, even if you don't run. You can walk it if you want to.
Absolutely. We take all levels of fitness. And what I like about this race, to be honest with you, is it's a very flat course, relatively flat course. And I think it's just such a good entryway into, if you are considering maybe your first 5K ever, this is the one to do. It really is. It's a really nice course, great people involved with it, and like I said, best medal in town. So yes, sir, I think everyone should try and make it out. We love to have as many people in the community, and we really have. We've had different people in town that I can recall in the past that have come out and run it with us, and it's a fun time for the whole family.
And I believe you use the money from this to do the playground. Is that?
They've done a lot with it. It really gives it's good extra support for Robert E. Lee to kind of make different decisions to support their teachers, because it's just some nice additional funding for them to use. So we're really excited about it.
Okay. Are you running in this?
I wish I was running. Last year was my big year, so I'm just gonna have to blow the foghorn and do all the clapping I can. So we'll see. But I do have 2 little girls doing the fun runs. All the students are able to do fun runs too, so that'll be a lot of fun. I'll be out there cheerleading for sure.
And it starts what time?
Starts at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
9 a.m. Yes, sir.
So if you want to be a part of that, I think you can sign up that day.
You can sign up that day, or like I said, you can go on the website or stop by the school.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Jessica, thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
We appreciate it. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Look around, the changes catch your eye, and you come to realize one can make a difference. Reach out, stand out, find out what it's all about. See it all, stand tall, be there to catch them when they fall. Since 1915, Kiwanis International has touched millions of lives through thousands of service programs for children around the world. When you help one child, you help the world. Life is bigger than just one, but one can make a difference.
All right, folks, we're back.
Oh my gosh, it was busy today. I love this.
We've been on the treadmill of life today on the Living Show.
And you know, and not only that, have we been really busy out here with guests? John and I have been in the back room doing some stuff, doing some stuff for news too.
Well, you know, there's so many great causes out there. Yeah. And you know, it'd be nice if you could support everything. But go support something. That would be my suggestion.
And if you're watching this show on Tuesday night, don't forget that little Lauren Presley, who was on the show, will be on Lifetime at 8 or 9 o'clock with the premiere of Chasing Nashville.
That's cute.
They'll play
cute
it,
little
and
girl.
that show will be on I think there's 9 episodes that will be on for the 8 following Tuesday nights. So,
yeah, cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Somebody that came through here now is on Big TV.
Big TV.
Yeah, big TV.
I love it, yeah.
Big time.
And remember the cancer thing over at the Calisonic this weekend?
That's
and
right.
Hands-On Science Center right here in downtown Tullahoma.
It's happening.
It's something to do everywhere.
Seafood on Sunday over at Trinity Lutheran Church. And Friday night is Tullahoma Wildcat football taking on Lincoln County, a must-win game for the playoffs. So be in the seats on Friday night at Tullahoma Wildcat football stadium.
Okay.
Always something to do.
If you're a football fan, tune in right here on Charter Channel 6 on Saturday mornings, because we've got Coffee County football, we've got Tullahoma football, and we've got Shelbyville football all on Saturday morning.
All on Saturday morning, and all replay on Sunday and Monday.
Okay.
And we want you to tune into Charter because it's smarter.
That's it.
Hey, Peggy, that was good. That was good.
All right, we're out of here, folks. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.